Peace, peace, peace. What it do? Yeah, it's your brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live from the NY. Back with another one of Repent or Die podcast. For those that don't know, I am Jones, the original, the Bantu, by blood, not by converge. You know I'm out here to splurge with the what, with the word. Want to give all praise and glory to the Father Sunini, the great I am that I am. And yeah, that's the E close to language where he spoke, and it was written in Daniel 5 verse 25, and also our big brother spoke it in Matthew 27 verse 46. Round of applause for that. Yes sir, yes sir. And for those that's listening to the audio, whether it's Spotify, iHeart, all the podcast platforms, know that it's also being recorded. So it could be seen on YouTube. So you could also check that out. You know, I try to make things easy and convenient for everybody that's tuning in, to be in your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's gonna be a good one today. Before I start, I got to give you updates on what's going on in the hood. Again, a lot of people is still dying. High numbers, athletes now. A brother got shot on the 17th, 40-year-old, and out here in Brooklyn, and it's bad. You know what I'm saying? It's bad. Like I told people, if you haven't tuned into my classes for the December conversations, it's very important that you tune in. You know what I'm saying? You'll get the biblical understanding, and it's gonna be delivered to you in a hood standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to teach the word or no crefla take all your dollars and the TD snakes. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving it to you how we talk, right? How outside in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Because I represent the hood. The mission. I have one mission, and that's to get the hood into the kingdom. You feel me? So yeah, tune in for that. But yeah, things is really getting crazy out here in these streets. It's very important that we really start taking heed, man. You know what I'm saying? Handle your affairs, man, for real. Whether it's mentally, physically, handle those things, man. Become one, become at peace. Don't look for no beef. Don't look for these things. Ain't no time for that, man. These children need all men hands on deck to protect. Women need all men hands on deck to protect. Grandmas, everybody needs all men hands on deck to protect. This is not no time to be playing. This is not no time to be ego. It ain't no time to be beefing, looking at each other, feeling some type of way. That's for the birds, man. You know what I'm saying? The call for the warriors is now. The Father's calling. I'm calling. You know what I'm saying? All the real ones that's like me, we're calling. We want that. We need each other now. You know what I'm saying? More than ever. You understand? So, and in today's episode, man, listen, today's episode, I had to title it, "The Black Man Has Been Compromised by America and Parts of the World." Let me say that again. The black man has been compromised by America and parts of the world. Yes. And these are the 10 things that I've put together that I know that was used to compromise us, and how we was able to be compromised, right? Number one, the loss of identity, the name change. You guys know how the story goes. We got taken off our land, put on a ship, sent to various areas, and the first thing that they did was take the name away. They show you that in Shaka Zulu. You know what I'm saying? His name was Shaka Zulu. He said, "No, your name is Toby." You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the things that they've done. They had to separate us because people don't understand the power of names. You understand? When the Most High gave us names, it had meanings, it had reasoning behind it. So when you get that taken away from you, you lose yourself. You know what I'm saying? You lose yourself. You don't know your purpose. And then you take on names that was never spoken of in our holy land, never seen before, and no place on the earth where it's dominantly colored people. You understand? So we got our names changed. They took our names. They gave us Johnson. They gave us Williamson. They gave us Bradley. They gave us Bradshaw. You know what I'm saying? These are the names that they gave us. And even to a degree, when you look up the slavery, you wasn't allowed to give your child an African name or a name that gives you any connection to the Holy Land. You know what I'm saying? And you have brothers who are in this so-called Israelite movement who use that and say, see, when we got on the ships, man, they knew our names. And they didn't know your names. Their name been changed. They changed their names to those names from the minute you was being written off so they can be able to identify you. Remember, they don't speak our language. Hebrew is their language. Okay, Yiddish is their language. Latin is their language. We don't speak those things. You understand? We started speaking these things once they put us in slavery. In Hebrew, 90% of black men can't even speak it. And I'm talking about a perfect dialect, like a whole sit-down conversation in Hebrew. They can't do that because that's not our language. And they laugh when they see that we call ourselves Hebrew Israelites and can't speak a jot of Hebrew. But that's neither here nor there, right? Number two, right? They gave us slave movies to keep us scared, right? And being appreciated for the little things. You understand? Don't you notice that every year they always got to give you a slave movie? This slave movie is a reminder to remember what was going on back then and to be appreciated for the things you got now. Be appreciated for your dead-end job. Be appreciative for trash music, the education. Just be appreciated for these things, because once upon a time you guys was just picking cotton and eating chitlins and crab and shrimp and lobster. These are the things that they allowed you to eat because they know that these things was a defilement to us, and we made these things a delicacy. You understand? These are the things that they do. These are tactics, people. If I control the mind, I control the spine. You feel me? Let me say that again. If I control the mind, I control the spine. And these are the things that they use. And I'm so grateful for brothers and sisters to denounce these slave movies. Will Smith came out with a slave movie and nobody wanted to watch that. The numbers is horrendous. People will go watch it because Will Smith is a great actor. But overall, people is rejecting it. Like, yo, we don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, those things aren't effective no more. We know who we are. We know that we great. We know that slavery was something that was placed upon us for our disobedience. It has nothing to do with you. You just took full advantage and did extra. You went over the extreme behind it. You understand? But overall, we don't want that. So shout out to all those that's, rejecting these slave movies, even though that they push it out and they forcing these things upon us to make us fearful. And then if that doesn't work, then you already know what they're gonna do. They're gonna take it out to the streets. The young colored man is gonna get killed. A young girl is gonna get killed. Somebody's gonna get hurt in the hands of them, so we can take all our energy and expose it and focus on these problems, right? And when we should be focusing on the things that we need to focus on, right? So these are what they use to compromise the black man, right? Number 3, they gave us religion. Yes, so they gave us this religion. They compiled our records. They took our scrolls and they created something called the Bible. Yes, they gave us our scrolls tampered. Let me say that again. They gave us our scrolls tampered. A lot of things that is in the Old Testament, it is true. These things happen. There are people in the Holy Land can account and say, yes, these things did occur. But the interjections of certain things like Jesus and Lord and Jehovah, there's a lot of things that they interjected. The name change of Jacob. Yeah, and it's not just that. We got Islam as well. These religions was created for black people. Let me say that again. These religions was created for black people. This is, if you had to create religion because they know that our strength comes from the connection of the Father, the Creator. So we need to create religions because, like the Father said, you put a no God in front of me, I'm gonna put a no people in front of you. And this is what they have done. This is why they create religion and they force these things upon our community. I see colored people partaking in yoga. People don't know that yoga is a religion. That's a religion. That's a Eastern Asian religion. Okay, meditation and all that. These are religions. When you have to sit down and you have to pray and do all the foo-foo, you know, these are religions. You understand? These are religions. These yoga stance and getting down. This is what you do. This is what the demons did, and this is how you bring in spirits into your body. You understand? These are traditions, you know, and all of these religions are detrimental to the black man. Have us compromised, right? Christianity, right? Islam, right? Judaism, yes, Judaism. That which your so-called Israelites, that these dudes stand by religion. They follow everything according to the book, not knowing that the book got a lot of compromise that goes on in it. You know what I'm saying? Even myself, once upon a time, I took it for what it was. Because in my mind, it's like, why would these people do that? But in reality, these are the enemies. Their job is to deceive. You know, the scriptures tell you that the devil will deceive the whole world, I should say. And that's what he's been doing. And he's been doing a great job. And because of that, you see the compromising of us black men. You understand? These are the things that's compromising us, that's stopping us from connecting to the Father, from connecting back to our community, to start looking at each other with love, to start moving with dignity, to start operating with morals and principles and respect, not out here looking for a check and unprotected sex. You understand me? You understand? These are the tools that's used to compromise us, but we're not doing this no more, right? Number four. Matter of fact, let me add a little bit to this religion, right? And the reason why I gotta touch on it, because understand that when they gave us religion, right? Let me give you an example. Somebody that conforms into Islam, right? The person that conforms to Islam then practice and follow the ways of Islam to the T. And when you look at history, we have no association with Islam. In fact, Islam was a religion that was forced upon us through violence. You understand? Meaning, if you ain't accept this, if you didn't denounce keeping the Sabbath and praying the way that we told you to pray, children was murdered. I got the books of Muhammad and the whole creation of Islam. I got all these informations. I keep these things in the arsenal just in case brothers want to come talk the foo-foo. Like somebody like myself isn't intelligent, doesn't have the knowledge and understanding. And the person that wrote this book is an Arab. You understand? The person that wrote this book, whole family comes from that. You understand? He took it upon himself to do the studies and look deep, and you'll be shocked to see. Okay, Muhammad was a pedophile, people. Yeah, oh yeah, he was a pedophile. Muhammad was just as bad as the Pope, people. You understand? The difference is the Islam only keeps Muhammad, where Christianity and Catholic and all of that, every 10, 15, 20 years, another pope comes on the scene, but they keep the same concept. They follow the same rituals, same traditions, same foolishness. This is what they do. This is what they doing. You feel me? So once you understand these things, you will understand why religion is so detrimental, so compromising to the black man. And then what makes matters even worse, right? They gave us a European person and had us believing that a European a Caucasian, is going to take us and protect us and save us from Caucasian persecution, right? And these things are pushed upon us in these Roman churches. But when you read the scriptures, you'll realize it was the Romans that killed him. So now the Romans killed him. We in a Roman religion, which is the Roman Catholic Church. The Pope is the overseer of all Christianity. Doesn't matter the demographics. He's the overseer, right? Whatever he says do, everybody must do. Even Judaism, he is the overseer of it all. Even Islam, oh yeah, y'all don't know that. He is the overseer of it all, okay? Some of you guys don't even know that Islam's money and funding with weapons and with money and weaponry came from who? It came from the Roman Catholic Church. They're not going to tell you that, but I got the records, right? So I just had to touch on that, right? Number 4, right? They made us feel like being black was evil, right? They don't want you to believe, like, to look at yourself as something great. They want you to look at yourself like, damn, I'm a black man living in this white world. I'm not going to be accepted by being black. So I'm going to do things like, my mom's gave me a unique black name. I'm going to change it because I need a job. And I need to be seen amongst these Europeans as, you know, as a neutral individual. They made us look like being black was trash, you know? Even the terms that they use, they call us black Americans, black African Americans, black Hebrew Israelites, black. They always throw the black in there because when you look up the definition behind black, you see that it's evil. You understand? And when you look up the term white, it's pure, it's loving, it's righteous. I'm telling you guys the truth. So these are psychological tactics that they use. This is how the black man gets compromised. So now the colored man or the black man or the melanated man, whatever suits your boat, hear these things, regret being black, wish that there was another race, wish that they can be accepted. And you see it now. You see people like Vibes Cartel bleaching their skin. You seen colored women coming from those islands bleaching them skin. And brothers don't want to keep their names. Sisters want to put the wigs, want to put the blonde wigs on. Don't want to embrace their true beauty, you know? Want to put makeup on and put filters to make them look a little lighter. They want to do these things. You understand? Because the desire of being black is not good. They got this perception of being black is not accepted. You're not going to make it if you're black. And a lot of colored people, especially the men, has fallen for this bait. A lot of black men don't like being black. They don't desire that. They think like, oh, what, you think every black man listen to hip hop? I don't listen to hip hop. I like to listen to punk rock. You know, I like Backstreet Boys. I don't like the Blackstreet. I like Backstreet Boys. Yeah, hit me, baby, one more time. You know what I'm saying? To the point where these dudes change their whole vocabulary. You know what I'm talking about? You see how I talk it because I embrace who I am and I love it. And I'm not gonna compromise myself for nobody. You're gonna take me how I is. You know what I'm talking about? You're gonna take me how I is. This is who I am. The Father created me, not you. I don't have to compromise myself to fit in amongst your crowd. Your crowd is beneath me. And it took me understanding who I was to see that. To understand why this hatred towards the black man is so severe. You gotta look deep into the root. Like, damn, why you hate me? I don't even know you guys. I never spoke to you. I don't be in your neighborhood. I don't go into your stores. But you got this high hatred for me. You got laws that's put in place for me to be failures, for me not to succeed intentionally. You feel me? But a lot of it also comes from us not embracing who we are. You gotta embrace that. You gotta love your skin, man. You know how beautiful you are when you outside in the sun and it's beaming and you glowing. You know what I'm saying? You glowing, these people got to be under umbrellas. You can just walk it. You're going to get a little darker, but you're going to shine, baby. You're going to shine. And they don't like that. You got to start loving you. You know what I'm saying? Put down these, and this is for my sisters, man. Put down these blonde wigs, man. You know what I'm saying? Get that Afrocentric going on. You know what I mean? Get the blowout. Let it grow. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you females got these rough edges because you keep putting these foolish things on your head. And a lot of girls don't know that these wigs are created through spirits. You know what I'm saying? When they shave off these Arab women's hair, their hair gets shaved off because they did something wrong, and that's a penalty. So now that hair and that evil that they've done is put into these hairs, sewn together, shipped to the nearest hood near you. And guess what? You put it on and thinking you out here looking cute. In all reality, you're just keeping on that spirit. That's why you see a lot of women moving the way that they're moving, man. But I digress. Remember, if you think I'm lying, you see the Khazars. The Khazars wigs don't look like the black people wigs. They get those specially made. You get yours straight from the Chinaman shop. You feel me? Word. Number 5, the tampering with our food. Oh yeah. It's a big war going on right now with food, man. The GMOs, the plant-based, these people are tampering with everything, y'all. It's to the point where you don't even know what to eat, man. Salmon, they got salmon out right now that they adding color to it. These joints is artificial. Oh my jeez, come on now. Artificial salmon, genetically modified corn. You know what I'm saying? Enrich wheat, enrich bleach flour that they put on your bread. Like, there's so much things going on that is mind-boggling. And I'm gonna show you how you black men are being compromised. Don't you notice that a lot of colored men are producing girls and not boys? Because the food and the things that we taking, all right, these things are raising your estrogen and lowering your testosterone. This is by design, people. You understand? When you look at the ingredients, you seeing things in names that you can't even pronounce. It's gonna take you mad long to even write this thing into your Google to see exactly what that is. And it's not just 1, it's not just 2, it's not just 3, it's not just 4, it's not just 5. Some of these things got like 7 to 8 and beyond of things and names that you can't even pronounce. And this is on a loaf of bread, on a box of cereal, on some candy. Don't you notice that everything now got soy in it? Soy is the worst thing as a man. I could even say a black man, mainly a black man, but as a man, soy is the worst thing you can intake, people. Soy raise up your estrogen, make men have boobs and titties and all of that. And then they got this new term calling it man, dad boobs or man boobs or whatever. Listen, man, these people been attacking us from the gate, guys. And guess what? We're not farming, especially here in New York. We're not farming. We don't know how to grow nothing. And if you grow it, it's only for a season. And it's not even going to be enough because some of us don't even have backyards no more. They're breaking down all of these homes and putting up high-rise buildings that's blocking the sun. You understand? That's raising up the pollution. People is gonna be breathed oversaturated. It's gonna be horrific in the next 15 years, man. I'm telling you guys these things, guys. You understand? But they compromising us through the food. We've been compromised through the food. Not to mention all the bad foods that we eating, and that the food that you know is not good for you. Even biblically, we take that as this is what you're supposed to eat, and give you scriptures on like, it's not what goes into the belly of a man that you're supposed to worry about, is what comes out. Yes, what's coming out of you is pure diseases from what you put inside your belly. And that was a scripture pertaining to the foolish things that these people are saying. You understand? It's not a precept that you use for everyday life. It was something that was spoken of for that current event. And I will pull it up, but that's for another class. You know what I'm saying? You got to come to Samba Conversations to ask those questions and get those answers. You feel me? But yeah, the compromise, the eating the bad foods, the crab, the shrimp, the pigbacks. And you see what's happening. You see a lot of black people now is dying from these diseases. Horrific diseases, liver diseases, cancer. Cancer is at a high rise in our community right now. You wondering why? You're wondering what's going on. It's a lot of things that's going on, but mainly is the stuff that we're eating, okay? Things that you can't pronounce. These things are made in the lab, okay? When you hear them running the tests in labs on rats, they're talking about you, people, okay? Because you are the bottom to them. You are like rats. You understand? So it's time for people to really start understanding these things, right? Number 6, made us desire street cred than having cred to own the street. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who told you to being a gangster was cool? Huh? Who told you that you gotta be feared in these streets? Who told you to do that? Who told you that? Huh? Tony Montana? Huh? Irv Gotti? Oh, John Gotti, I should say. Huh? Who told you that? Who told you being a gangster? These rappers? Listen, if anybody listening to these rappers moving forward, man, if you even have one energy to listen to these rappers and want to partake into their lifestyle, shame on you, man. You need to be exterminated. No disrespect, but listen, the Father is showing these people true hands. Everybody's a rat. Everybody's telling. This is what the streets have gotten. The streets got so bad that there's not even a manuscript to follow the rules and regulations of the streets no more. Be a gangster, do whatever you want, and start telling. You got even dudes in Chicago, this whole old block situation with FBG Duck. Rest in peace to the brother. But these dudes is like an open faucet. Cry me a river. Man, them talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Talking crazy. And it's like, you know, you do the crime, but you scared to do the time. I don't understand that. But again, you know, they teaching us to want this street cred, but nobody ain't teaching us how to get credit to own the street. You know? Why every time I come into my neighborhood, I'm seeing new high-rise buildings, but the people that's making it don't look like me. But they in my hood, taking over. It's called conquer, divide and conquer, baby. This is what they doing. Divide. You guys are so divided off turfs and blocks and streets and gangs and cliques and sets and all of this. All fully divided off nationality. You got mine, them, I'm a Jamaican, he's a Haitian, he's a Trini, he's a Bayesian. All of these people are divided. And when it's time to unite, nah, I'm good. I'ma stand with my Trinis. I'ma stand with my Bayesian. Mind you, we are all brothers that came from the slave ship, but hey, divide and conquer. So now we divided. We can't put our monies together. We can't do nothing. The education is disgusting. Dudes is, you know, wisdom and information that should be given freely. Man, them is charging. It's charged. I be seeing these things on YouTube and even on Instagram. Yeah, I'll help you, but it's gonna cost you. I'm like, it's gonna cost me. I'm like, yo, you showing your whole life. You talking about you making 800 and something thousand. You got this amount of credit. Why I gotta? And here I am having nothing. You would think that me not having nothing, you would help me get up there so I can be where you at, so we can pass this on to everybody else, so everybody else could be up. Nah, but everything's come with a fee, right? Everything come with a fee. And I'm like, yo, even if you are charging, the charging should be based on, I'm gonna charge you based on the success. Meaning, you know, like a lawyer, like I'm gonna fight this court for you, but I'm not getting paid unless we win. It should be one of those. This is what brothers and sisters should be on. You know what I'm saying? Because each one teach one. If you rise, help me rise. But because of this mentality is the reason why we still at the bottom, guys. And the fact that people are so afraid to trust each other based on what we seen growing up. How we seen brothers in the streets being grimy to each other, shiesty, willing to kill one another. And now we got this mentality like, look, man, yeah, I'm in this corporate world, but I got to keep it street. I got to be a street man because I don't want nobody to play with me. Play with you how? You already been played from the minute you was born. You was played, you been lied to from education, religion, everything that I mentioned. Your name changed, you was born to a name named Leonard, or Lenar, or Smith and Johnson. And you can go places and people will see the name and know that, he or she has been, operated by and run by these Europeans. You feel me? But we don't see that far. It's time for us to, and the sad thing is that these people know this. They spend billions of dollars to keep you in a state of ignorance. Billions of dollars, where there's movies, music, you know what I'm saying? Culture, urban, how we dress. They spend billions of dollars to keep you in this state of ignorance, to embrace it, to want to be feared in your community. But make sure you're soft when the police come kicking in your door, raising the 4-4, or you're going to say, please don't hurt me no more. This is a gangsters. These are gangsters. These are people that's revered and respected in the streets. I'm like, damn, you so thorough, but you didn't even give a fight back when it came to the police. You know what I'm saying? Not even a fight back. But hey, who am I, right? What's the next one? Oh, hey, it's my favorite one. Number 7, the war between husband and wife. Oh yeah, that's part of the tactics. See, I'm gonna give you an example. See what these enemies have done. They had made it easy for women to be prosperous and made it hard for men to be great. And because of that, roles have been reversed. So now women are the head of the household. Women are the ones that's keeping the roof on top of everybody's head. And the men are doing petty jobs, house cleaning and foolishness. Some men don't even do nothing at all. Some men just stay in the house, smoke weed, drink alcohol, and while the wife is out, go on their phones and look for other girls and do the foolishness. Like, this is what we do. This is what's going on. Massive war. They interject the feminist movement, right? Then they do the drugs. They put they threw in the feminist movement for the women, and they told black men to be drug dealers. So now, the man is a drug dealer. He's risking his life every day. He got to worry about the police, and he got to worry about people on the block, right? Then here you got the woman who believes that she can fly like a man. Anything you can do, I can do better. That's what the feminist movement has done. So now women sits there and believe that they can do whatever men do. Like, for real. And guess what? They got the support so they can stand on that belief. Like, please, you're not making more money than me. I'm doing such and such and such and such and such and such and such. So why am I listening to you again? Why are we doing this again? That don't make sense, huh? No, I'm good. I don't have to do that. I don't need that. Sorry. Thank you. Come again. So now here comes the clash. Because now the woman's pride and the woman's feminist beliefs is going against the man's ego. So then the man's ego, he's gonna fuss, he's gonna scream, he's gonna yell, and not to mention today's men is beyond emotional. Oh yeah, you niggas is too emotional. Too emotional. Because the roles has been switched. I'm seeing more women being thorough. Shorty, but I ain't here to argue with you. And the man them like, you gotta talk to me, answer my text. Oh word, you're not gonna answer. And dudes will pull up to the house and gun shorty down. Just because she don't want to talk to him no more. Just because she don't want to deal. You see what I'm saying? This is the war. This is the war between husband and wife, man. Boyfriend and girlfriend. Man and woman. It's a tactic. It's a compromise. Man is now taking the back seat. Man don't understand your purpose. Let me tell you what God requires man to do as his creation. A man's supposed to lead, protect, provide. What's the role of a woman? To nurture, to teach, to provide comfort. To nurture, to teach, to provide comfort. Let me say that one more time. To nurture, to teach, to provide comfort. That is the role of a woman. But the devil did the obvious. He switched the narrative, right? So now, women needs the protection, but they don't want to be led. Because they feel like, I'm providing. So I don't need to follow your lead when I'm providing. And the men know that he can't provide. So that men want to be a nurturer. You see a lot of the stay-home dads. A lot of stay-home dads. And guess where you find that at? Only here in America. In other places, hey man, you better get your ass up and go make it work. You better go make it work. Dude's over here taking those free time because he want to pursue a rap career. Hey, that's another problem too. Not everybody's going to make it to the NBA. Not everybody's going to be a rapper. And I'm going to talk about that too. I'm going to get in depth and have a conversation about that because we need to talk about the career choices that we want to do. We want this fast money. There's nothing fast in this world. There's only a fast lifestyle, and everything that moves fast makes a horrific crash. It hits a wall, and when it hits it so hard that this person, when you heard the saying, when you hit rock bottom, oh yeah. And some people can't even get up after that because you don't know the steps. You didn't live the life taking steps. You don't know how it feels to have it, to lose it, to get back up. You wasn't taught that. You wasn't prepped that. And this is why a lot of these individuals end up doing heinous crimes that put them in jail, doing overdose because they can't handle the failures. I done fell plenty of times. And I got up plenty of times. Because that's life. That's the life. Life is not what these rappers and these celebrities are selling to you. They had to sell their souls to receive that. And even that, they're living the rest of their lives in guilt and disgust, knowing that they compromised themselves for a little bit of change. And we're going to talk about that. But the war between the husband and wife, compromise the black man, the women, the men. We are together. We are the most powerfulest people on the face of this earth. People don't know Malcolm X was strong because of his wife. Martin was strong because of his wife. All our freedom fighters were strong because of their wives, and their wives was just as thorough. When they was calling Betty Shabazz house, threatening her, she said, "Yo, keep calling my phone." The movies make it seem like she was scared, but in reality, man, she was as thorough as it comes. When they came, she gave her husband the gun. Said, "Yo, they might be coming. Come here, come home now." Because, she couldn't do too much because she had newborn babies. But ain't nobody was shook. We was warriors out here. You hear me? They know that. And this is why they had to create this feminist movement, because they realized, damn, these men are as powerful when they are together. We got to divide them. Create this feminist movement. Look up who created the feminist movement. You'll see it was the CIA ops that they used Europeans because they couldn't just come out flat and just put it upon colored people. So they use Europeans, and then they kept showing commercials, and then you see it in articles, and women is reading it, and then they was mentioning certain things that colored women was going through, and they was like, yeah, I am. Yeah, why am I dealing with this? And that was the start. That was the beginning of the end. And it's now through this awakening, through this 400-year curse being taken off us, it's now that you're starting to see women on social media, on all these platforms, saying, listen, you want a good man? You got to fix yourself. You got to take the back seat. You got to relax. You got to humble yourself. You got to embrace it. You got to do this. Yeah, and shout out to all the sisters that's on that type of time. Shout out to that. Because there's an order. You know what I'm saying? The godly order is the father, okay? And the father then is the man, then is the woman, then is the child, okay? The woman's lord is her man. That's her king. And the man's other half is his queen. So I'm not gonna make it seem like, the man is the superior. No, we are equal in this. Just like the Father God made us with two legs, 2 hands, 2 arms, two toes, etc., etc. Meaning, I'm one, you the other, we come together, we superpowers. So let that marinate, people. And that's what the children need to see. Because when the children see that, they know that this is the way life's supposed to be. And it's gonna get that way because the Father has taken the veils off. We no longer in jail no more. We on parole now. You feel me? Let's continue. The love of money. Oh man, the love of money. That's number 8. The love of money. The love of money. Man, listen. The love of money. I should have made that number 1. What would you do for a conlight bar? What would you do, huh? The things that brothers and sisters would do, the stories that I'm hearing that goes on in the industry, what people do just to stay relevant, just to have money coming in. It's crazy. It's crazy. And money, and no matter what it is, no matter what the job is, if you sign on that dotted line, you're selling your soul. And you're selling your soul because you got to follow the rules and regulations of that corporation. And a lot of corporations now are supporting things that goes against God. And you guys know this. You've been compromised. The money is overrides it all. For money, you will be a rat. For money, you will steal. For money, you will kill. For money, you will lie. You will stand on no principles for the sake of money. Nothing. Nothing. This is what money will do to you, black man. You will demoralize yourself just for some money. You got men having sponsors. Hey, one of them got a sponsor. And you gotta shake the tail feather like a cancer. Yeah. These dudes got sponsors. What would you do for a conlight bar? People don't even understand why I'm saying that. It's metaphorical. When you understand what the conlight bar is, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. Okay? Hey, what's inside the conlight bar? Hey. But yeah, the love of money, man. The scriptures tell you the love of money is the root to all evil, man. You'll do all wickedness and evil just to achieve money. Lie on your man, take the stand. Look at these YLS. Look at these people like Gunner giving statements and all of that, because being in jail is gonna keep you away from the money. Once you live a lifestyle, you try to do everything in your power to maintain that. I'm not trying to lose that. But this is what they do. This is what money has done. Dudes go on these shows, dancing, being a muck, disrespecting, going against truth for the sake of money. Gonna lie for the sake of money. I'm gonna force people to do things that's known as not right because I know I'm gonna get a check at the end. This is what they do. This is what been going on in the black community. When you stand on nothing, man, you fall for everything. And if you the people say, listen, if I fall, as long as I fall on a bag full of money, I'm gonna take that. And that right there, people like that, you gotta run for it, run for it, run. You gotta run far from these people, because those are the people that's going to destroy you and will destroy you if need be. If it has to choose between money or my family or my people or people I grew up with, I'm gonna take the money. Alpo is a prime example for that. People would tell just so they can maintain living well. Do you understand? Money, the love of money is, hey. Listen, I don't even want to talk too much about that, but you guys know that money has done compromised a brother, man, tremendously, horrendous. It's so sad that I'm seeing our people kill for a piece of paper that has no value. Yes, has no value. It's not backed by gold, coin, nothing. It's just a new image, right? And then you doing this, and you demoralizing yourself for a piece of paper that got a European face. Don't even have yours. But who am I, right? I'm just a brother, man, from the motherland, right? Number 9. The acceptance of the homosexuality culture. Oh my geez, the brother man has been compromised when it comes to that. We have been compromised in participating in it, accepting it, believing in it, trusting in it, supporting it to the 10th degree. And man, listen. The fact that we even having conversations of stuff like this is mind-boggling. And it's so wicked. Let me tell you how wicked these people are. These people are so wicked because they're now teaching this to children as young as 9 years old. Putting this in the thoughts of these children. And we got parents that don't see nothing wrong with that. Listen, I G-check everything. Yo, they teaching you in school. It's a dub. Fisherman, no. If you, listen, let me tell you something. And I don't give a damn about what you do with your life. And that goes for everybody. You do what you do. But my problem is when you try to force this upon me. When you try to force this upon my community. When you try to force this upon my children. This is when it becomes a problem. Because you can do whatever you do and I don't have to like it. You can't force me to like a color that I don't like. You can't force me to buy a car that I don't want. You can't force me to do that. But yeah, you can force me to accept this homosexual lifestyle and everything that comes along with it. I don't want to see that. I don't. What you do behind your closed doors, you do that. But in the real world, that's unaccepted. Okay? Even down to the animal kingdom, you're not seeing that. Even to the plants, you're not seeing that. So why are these things being forced upon us? You know why? Because these heathens hate the fact that we are the Father's greatest creation. We are more greater than the angels that was created. And because of that, they want to violate. And they violate it. You can't watch nothing on Netflix when I seen some brother man being a homo. Facts. You can't even walk around now saying the F word. Like, yo, son, you a fag. You can't even say that's a big ordeal. Are you kidding me? So I can't say fag, but you people could, when you want to be mad, you could say the N word and there's no consequences behind that. Have you ever seen a Caucasian person get fired for calling somebody a nigger? I'll wait. Yo, they made the words just as powerful as being an anti-Semitic. Oh my G's. Are you anti-homosexuality? Do you go against? They got a sister that was going against, that was in court, and she said something to the brother. It was like, you sound like you transgender. He was like, why? Because I'm asking you a question. She says, do you believe that men can have babies? And the man said no. She said, see, you anti. I'm like, shut up. No, men can't have babies. That's a dub. Why don't these people interview me? And you know why these people won't interview? Let me tell you something about this LGBTQ alphabet boy, girl, whatever community. See, these people they got something called legions. They got legions of spirits in them, right? And the reason why they can't have a conversation amongst men is because when they get put to the corner or they on the defense, they react with 50 different type of spirits. One's gonna be emotional, that he might want to be a gangster, that he's gonna be emotional, that he's gonna snap his fingers. He's not gonna sit down and have a cordial conversation and hear somebody like myself say, yo, bro, you gotta repent because you're going to die. What you mean I'm gonna die? I don't have to believe in your God. Like, shut up. Go sit down. See, we can't even have a dialogue. We can't have a dialogue because you're too emotional. You in your bag. The truth hurts. See, this is why they don't sit down with real people. They sit down with beta men. You feel me? If they sit down with the compromised men, because men that stands on morals and principles, we're not having that. I'm gonna tell you to your face, you better change or you're going to die. Hell is hot, and it's waiting for people like you. You don't believe hell exists? Tell me where lava's come from. You know why you see lava eruptions? I'm gonna tell you why. Because too much souls is being sent there. You know when you cooking food and then the water's turning hot and you keep adding stuff, the water just explodes. That's what's going on in the underworld. Too many people is dying and being sent to hellfire because they're following the ways of these heathens, doing and participating in stuff that none of us ever was supposed to do. You understand? The animal kingdom is not doing that. You're not gonna find two hairy lions kissing each other, licking each other, wanna have a relationship. Okay? You're not gonna find two wolves and two tigers, two elephants, a male and two male elephants. Not finding none of that. Not finding two male horses doing pure foolishness. Everybody knows the rules and regulations of humanity, but it's just us. Everybody knows the rules and regulations of the universe, I should say, but it's just us. We want to be tampered with. And then the black man, listen, the black man wants to show the world that they are more homosexual than the Europeans themselves. I'm gonna show you, I'm a better fisherman than you. Oh my jeez, man. Listen, it's gonna make my hair hurt, but this is the truth, guys. And last but not least, the compromising of it all. And a lot of people is gonna be mad when I say this, but I gotta say it. The interracial marriages. Oh man. Here he go again. Same old day, dog, just a different. Yeah. Interracial marriages. I can show you in the scriptures where the Father tells us not to be intermingling outside of your nation. Why? Because when you in interracial marriages, especially as the black man, you have to conform into their culture and lifestyle. They do not, and I repeat, they do not conform to yours. You have to conform to their lifestyle, okay? You have to change the way you talk. You must change the way you walk. You must eat seasonless chicken. You must denounce anything, any level of hood in you. You got to denounce it. But look, what's that movie called? All American? Look at that movie, All American. This man was from Crenshaw, Compton, whatever he was at. Move out there, he's a whole different person. Talk different, act different, his children different. They ain't know about coming to the hood until the dude got signed on the team. Like, these are the things that I'm talking about. Like, stuff like this is what I'm talking about, people. And this is not a lie. I see a lot of dudes that I know, colored men, get into these relationships and be different. Man, them come from Flatbush, but now he's over here acting like he's from Clinton Hills. This is the fact. Dress different, talk different, laugh different, swag different. Everything is different. And then produce children, and the children, the children, they must denounce this blackness. They can't. They listen. They don't. The farthest they'll go is listen to some rap music, but the rap music can't be gangster. It got to be one of those pump rocks. You know what I'm saying? It got to be one of them indie musics. Can't put on some Cough Up Alone where I'm from. They can't listen to that. And if they listen to any level, it got to be like Biggie. With no cursing. No. Hey, but I'm saying these things because these things are true, guys. These things are true. And, people's going to look at me like, yo, come on, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. Listen, I'll show you in the scriptures. Go on the book of Tobit, chapter 4. I think it's verse 16. Read it. Because you lose yourself when you deal with these interracial marriages, man. You lose yourself. And then the dudes and say it's the other way around. Say and to be honest, I keep it 100 with you. And if I'm lying, I'm flying. When it's the woman that's Caucasian and the man that's black, the black man gotta conform to her. When it's the woman that's black and the man is Caucasian, I'll say about 60%, 60-70% is the man, because he listen to hip hop, he's in tune with the rap, he dress, he talks, you know what I'm saying? He got his hair cut, got the earrings in the air, so he desire colored women. So she accepts that because, he got a level of street in him. This is a fact. But these things are all put in place to compromise the black man. And it's being pushed upon us. It's being forced upon us. And when I'm trying to watch movies, I'm watching movies, and when you click on the movies, a lot of movies now is promoting interracial marriages. Why is that? They want to weaken your bloodline. They want to detach everything that connects you to the Holy Land. They want to detach that. They want to infuse themselves in you. And I don't have nothing against other nations. I don't have nothing against it. I just stand on what the Father stands on. You guys marry your own, have children with your own, create your own, and allow us to do us. I believe in segregation. I think segregation is a needed thing in our community. I think we need to be our own boss. I think we need to govern our own community. I think we need to have our own police. I think we need to have everything different from them. I think we need to denounce this European nonsense that they forcing upon us to follow, because we see that following this European mentality is detrimental to the black community, because we are two different individuals. We loving, they don't love. Yes, they don't love. Look, if you don't believe, look at all the nonsense that has happened to us from 1611 till now. And we still operate with a level of respect and love for them. They won't do that for you. They could wake up one day like, what you doing on my lawn, nigger? This is a fact. The system shows you this. Sports show you this. I could break down the whole NFL for you, and you could see how racist these things are. The fact that we in 2023, that we could still have conversations of racism taking place, whether it's in the workforce, whether it's in entertainment, whether it's in the community, politics. What? Come on, fam. Let's not be oblivious to the truth, man. I believe that we just need to be separated in every way, shape, or form. I think the farthest we should go is, being able to go to restaurants and concerts and basketball games and, hey man, good job, bro. But as far as outside of that, nah. When it comes to entertainment, we could be amongst each other, because there's nothing racist in our laughter. There's nothing racist and hatred when it comes for cheering for the same team. You feel me? But outside of that, they should just be two. They should be two lines. You go the right going to the hood, to the colored community, and the left is going to the Caucasians and the Europeans and the Asians, whatever. Let them go that way. Let them intermingle with themselves. We are two different people. Two different people. DNA different. We come from two different stocks. When you start intermingling, you start creating hybrids, man. And these hybrids are these children that's causing pure chaos in society, because they battling two different identities. They don't know what to be. I seen a young child he says, "Mommy, why am I not black?" She's like, "But you are. You're 50% black and you're 50% Mexican." And he like, "No, I want to be black, 100% black. I want to be black. And, I felt bad for the homie. I was like, damn, playboy, it's going to be all right, baby boy. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be all right, But all of that could have been avoided if it was just 100% that. And we would be better if we just 100% black. Because like I said to the Wiz, I said when you in interracial marriages, our viewpoints is gonna always be different. I'm gonna give you an example. If I see a white man kill a black guy, I'm gonna be like, yo, that's wrong, that's effed up, right? Her perspective will be like, well, he did not follow the rules. He should have put his hands on the steering wheel. He should have never reached out into his pocket, have any excuse to justify what took place. And that alone, this is wow. This is conflict of interest. Like, what? So now when we have a child and he's born, what are you gonna tell him? You feel me? Like, this is the level of confusion. This is why the Father said every nation must stick to themselves. We can't relate. We was never made to intermate. We was sent here for servitude. Do your time, get on parole, be accepted, go back home. This is what we here for. I'm not here to sleep with the warden's daughter. Not here for that. Might wanna, you know what I'm saying? Might wanna slap, but that's that. Cause it ain't black. And you know the motto, once you hit that, you ain't never coming back. Are you dumb or are you dumb? And when I say these things, people get mad, but it's the truth. These are the things that's put into place that has compromised the black man, that has taken us away. And even the scriptures tell you, when you interracial, it's gonna take you away from your God. Because now you gotta do Christmas, gotta do Halloween, gotta do Easter, you gotta do St. Patrick's Day, gotta do Valentine's, gotta do 4th of July, gotta do Thanksgiving. Hey, gotta take advantage of Black Friday. You know what I'm saying? Now your woman is not gonna be like, no, we're gonna just stay home. I'm gonna do whatever. No, her mother's gonna be like, Karen, where are you? Bring Malik, bring him. And then here comes this young contaminated baby. Here he comes. Don't know what to do, because now he's in a household full of Europeans, and then next week he's gonna be in a household full of colored people. He don't know what to believe, and a part of him gonna want to be in the hood, because the hood is the hood. Once that is in your bloodstream, you ain't nothing come in between. But mommy's gonna always install that in her, like, listen, I understand you got cousins and all that, but you better watch yourself, okay? When you go over there with your stuff, make sure you keep your stuff in your book bag, all right? Check everything, all right? These are your cousins, but you... Am I lying? Hey. Just here to tell the truth. Just here to tell the truth. But these are the things. These are the 10 tactics that's used. And there's plenty more, but I just wrote these down because these are the stuff that I felt like is compromising to the black man. And I didn't even go in depth as I usually would because of the time. And I might just have to do a part 2. I don't know. It depends on how many people tune in and give their opinions and say, you should mention this, or why are you saying that? And then I'll elaborate more and show you why I say what I say, and you'll understand why I miss to keep my foot on you heathens, you he-girls, and the newly installed heathenites snacks. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Let's hear the Father say it one time for the one time. Yes, sir. But this was a good one. It's a long one, an hour long. But hey, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Right? It's your brother man from the motherland. Came to you guys live. Continue supporting. Again, this will be on all podcast platforms. This will also be on YouTube. You understand? You can tune in, watch it, share it, discuss it. Hit me up on IG, however you want. You know where to find me. I ain't hard to find. You know what I'm talking about? And understand my mission and my vision. Okay? The objective is to get the whole hood into the kingdom, because we deserve that. Are you dumb or are you dumb? I'ma holler at you.